Hello friends and welcome back. This is episode 48 of our Terraria 1.2 Let's Play, and we are ready to go for another day of new experiences and great times. I hope you're ready. I'm certainly ready, and I have a lot to tell you guys, actually. We are about midday right now, and I think that is going to be just enough time to do all the things I want to go over before we actually get into perhaps fighting the twins again with a little bit of luck here. So you'll notice there are a few things that look a little bit different at home. I know I have to keep apologizing that I've done a bunch of stuff off camera again. It's all grindy stuff, and I promise I'm not trying to cut any content out of you guys or out of your world, out of your life. I'm strictly doing this because, number one, I'm waiting for the episodes of this actual series to render, while I'm also doing cleanup and maintenance stuff in my little world. And then I'm also just kind of getting ready and getting things prepared to keep the series moving forward so we don't have to spend too much time grinding, and hopefully we don't end up stuck on this boss for very long, because I don't know how long it's actually going to take me. So anyway, one of the things I wanted to cover today, well, first of all, my accessories. I have some new accessories, one of which is kind of a big deal. I have an Intrepid Ankh Shield, as you can see right here. This is, I think, probably one of the most difficult to get accessories in the game. It is crafted from, I think, something like 9 other accessories that craft into other objects that then craft into another object and become this. That process was dumb, and it probably wasn't all that much fun to watch. I have a feeling I'm not really just justifying this. I think this is just the truth. I had to grind for about 3 or 4 of the pieces that I needed to build this thing, and I figured, why not get this done and out of the way? They don't really have to worry about debuffs much anymore, or knockback, or fire blocks, all in one accessory. It's a super handy-dandy thing to get, and I think it is definitely one of the things that starts to mark progress from a mid-end game to, like, end game, if that makes any sense. Or maybe we're still, like, towards the latter, what are we, we're subdividing it now. It's like the latter half, but we're in the first quarter of the latter half of the end game. I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. I also have Fleeting Lightning Boots, which might be pretty helpful. I actually had all the parts to craft this already. I just hadn't really noticed, and I went back and I was reading through some of the old comments that I might have seen, but I sort of put aside for the moment. And I was sort of just waiting, I don't know for what exactly to happen, but I just decided I've got all these materials now. I want to clean out some of my inventory. The best way to do that is to actually craft some accessories that I could use anyway, and might give me a better chance at a more fruitful and happy life in general in the Terraria world. So that little shadow chest you can see up there, that was my way of having a little space to put all the chunks that I needed to build the Ankh Shield. I had to go to, like, the desert and hit some mummies for a while. I had to go back to the dungeon for a second and hit some skulls for a while. I had to go fight anglerfish for a little while. All that stuff was just kind of like passing time for me, and, you know, even if I was to show you the sped up footage, I don't know what it would be that I would put over that. I don't really have much, like, non-licensed music other than the stuff I've made myself, and I don't know how well that would really fit, or if that would even be entertaining for you guys. So I just chose to leave it out. You can see I have the Ankh Shield now. Hopefully everybody's okay with that. And to anyone who's not, I apologize. It is not a personal offense or anything toward you. I will still continue to show the vast majority of what goes on in the series. Anyway, in the process of some of this business, I also happened upon, well, what else was there? A couple more wizard hats. I had the sailor hat already. But more importantly, I've got the Pharaoh's mask and robe, which was actually from me starting a bunch of worlds to see if I could make a pyramid, because I wanted a sandstorm in a bottle, and that stuff wasn't really happening. The pyramids are pretty hard to generate, actually, and they don't seem to show up very often in small worlds, so I got that. I guess I should probably put it on, right, since I went through the trouble of showing it to you, just so you can see what it looks like. This is actually the first time I'm seeing it as well, so it is actually, I guess, a 2-part set. You can see my green feet sticking out of the bottom. You know, it's kind of cool, I guess. Probably not as cool as the princess set. I thought that was pretty entertaining. And you can also see the other thing here. I've got a wrench and a wire stripper, or a wire cutter, in my inventory, which is what was necessary to create this little thing here. I went and I powered up my teleporter. The one on the left does something. The one on the right does nothing right now. And when I step on this, it takes me all the way to the underworld, so we can actually teleport from our base, if the map works today. There it is. Down here and back and forth. Makes things a lot faster, and then I just flip the switch and then I go back. It wasn't exactly easy or entertaining to make. I had to run this wire all the way from here all the way down through the entire elevator. Yeah, all the way down. I mean, all the way. And I was being attacked the whole time. It was, like I said, unpleasant. And it cost me, I don't know, like, a platinum and a half to build this much wire. I had no idea that I was going to need that much gold to send wiring. It's like it really changes the perspective of what you thought the teleporters were worth, doesn't it? You know, if you have to spend all this money just to be able to build the wire. Oh, I forgot that I take that away when I change out of that inventory item. But yeah, you have to spend a ton of money to build the wire, so it really makes the teleporter a bit less useful. But it is kind of like a luxury item anyway, right? So, I don't know. I might run another wire over to the jungle if I feel particularly compelled. I don't know if I'm going to, though. And I guess the same could be said for the dungeon over all the way on the left side of the world. I don't know. We're just falling down here for effect to show you how much time this is going to save now that I can just do that. And we're back. I mean, I could have used my magic mirror for that anyway. And I have a, it's a pressure plate. That's what that little red dot is at the top. So that's why when I step on this, I walk through. But when I go the other way, I don't have a pressure plate because I don't want monsters to accidentally jump on it and teleport into my house. I thought that would be kind of a rude thing for them to do, and they very well may if I had set things up that way. So anyway, I think it might be... Is it approaching night at this point? It might very well be. No, okay, we're getting there, but we're not quite there yet. And also, in the process of grinding, I had found a couple of other accessories that I may combine into other things later on. Which ones are those? So I've got an armored water walking boots, which seems pretty cool to me. I guess we can walk on water. I'm going to see what I can do with that. I made this hasty mana flower, which, okay, and you saw me get the moonstone. This is cool, except I don't really use mana potions anyway, but the 8% reduced mana usage is good. And lastly, I've also got this cross necklace, which I think I can combine with a star cape or cloak, so that way when I get hit, it makes my invincibility longer and also makes stars rain from the sky. I think there was another effect, too, that I could change this with. Some kind of... I think I can shoot bees out of myself and also make stars fall. That sounds pretty badass, so I'm probably going to have to do that if I have a choice in the matter. Oh, and also this thing I bought, the tool belt here, which increases block placement range. That was just useful when I was trying to set up the wires, so that way I didn't have to stretch quite as much when I was trying to also fend off beasts at the same exact moment. So I'm just keeping all of my red items here. The wrench, the wire cutter, and the tool belt, and then whenever I need to do some wire work, I can go ahead and do that later. Am I also keeping the wire itself here? I guess I am. Alright, well that actually works just fine. And, oh, and I should mention, since I mentioned I went back to the dungeon, you might have been curious what was up with that block in the center. It wasn't actually anything. It just looked like it was. This was the place that was not revealed prior on the map. So I went in, it was just one large room, and I just, out of random, you know, boredness, I just decided to drill a hole through the back wall and see if there was something in the center of the dungeon. Looks like it's all dirt, so mystery solved. There isn't really anything going on there. But I am very anxious to see about getting those key molds, because there are plenty of chests in there that I want to get into. And maybe that'll happen, well, hopefully sooner than later. Oh, another thing that I want to do is, before I try to fight any bosses... And, oh, I did also have a mechanical skull drop, so that's for the next boss, which I haven't quite gotten to. And also, thank you for solving the mystery of the shells, the turtle shells. Now I know I only need 3 of these to have a successful farming session and be able to build the full armor of that. So I will keep my eyes open for turtles. Hopefully farming them won't be too hard, and we'll assemble that as quickly as possible. I also attempted to try and farm the harpies again. No luck there. That is... very frustratingly one of the things that seems to require the most time and effort to generate the harpy feather so I can make the wings for that. I'm kind of wanting to generate all the wings, and right now you'll see the ones I have here. I've got the butterfly wings, the angel wings. I don't know if I made that on camera, but I just happen to have the stuff for it, so I just figured, hey, let's put it in the set. The demon wings, the brisk bee wings, which look terrible, and the jagged frozen wings, which are kind of awesome, but I'm not using them with this armor set because they don't look as nice as the ones I have on, which are the bat wings. So, oh, the thing I wanted to do right now is I wanted to make a couple of, apparently I can make some kind of a, yeah, the heart lantern, which I can use to get a little bit more health as I'm trying to fight this boss, I believe. So I need some chains. Which I think I have some of right in here, I hope. Yep, I've got 9 of those. I forgot to look at the number, but I'll just take 8 with me. And we'll just go ahead and make that right now. I also happened upon a bunch of iron skin potions, so that's one less thing I have to worry about later. Oh, it's exactly enough for 2. I guess I'll just make 2, and then I can just recycle them and use them later. I'm not going to use the heart crystals for anything else right now that I know of, so I may as well And then I'll grab my iron skin potions, which I've got many of. And we'll go set up a space and see if maybe we can get some work done with regards to fighting this couple of jabronis. I hear that there's an order that I should be fighting them in, but I've not quite yet gotten to the point where I totally know how to do that just yet. So I'm going to put down a heart lantern somewhere around here, as long as I can just rest them on the ground, which I don't know 100% that I can. May have to put it, can I put it on a platform? Maybe I have to hang it from a tree? That kind of would make sense if I did have to do that. How do I use this item that we have here? Alright, first things first, let's get rid of these pixies. They're very annoying, and they just keep coming back forever. Oh, I should mention also, when I was doing the farming, you'll see there's a little wooden platform down there. That's where I was just putting a blue candle to sort of speed up the farming process, so I didn't have to wait as long for enemies to generate. That seems like a pretty solid way to go about things. I didn't have all that much trouble getting plenty of enemies on the scene, and even with regard to stuff like, you know, handling those anglerfish, that wasn't that difficult either. I actually managed to get that done in, I don't know, under an hour, or under a half an hour, I think, even. So how do I do a lantern? How do I put one of these down? I don't know. Does it need a table to sit upon? Because if so, that's a little ridiculous. I would think a platform should suffice just fine. Doesn't seem to want to go anywhere, though. Am I just supposed to, like, hold it? Hang on, let's see what it says. Can be placed. Okay, so how does one do that? I want to hang it from this tree, but I can't. Hang it from a rope. I can't. I don't know. Maybe I'll just carry it along with me. I don't know what to say. Jeez, these things are spawning like I still have the blue candle out. Kind of wild. I only had the one, so it's not like I forgot about one. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to still handle this boss, but having the extra, you know, the iron skin potion, the intrepid Ankh shield, which I don't know if I had defense from it before, but now I have 4 defense and melee speed boost. And then this thing, which isn't really going to help me a whole lot. But the regeneration is what I was really hoping for with the lantern. And I don't know what to do with that. I don't know. Maybe I'm really dumb. I probably am really dumb. I'm just looking for a way, if there's any way that I can, like, make a structure I could put it on top of or something. If I just do that. Can I put one on here? I mean, you couldn't really ask for a flatter surface. So at this point, I'm going to blame the victim here, and that's me. Is it night yet? No, it's got to be pretty close, though. Any moment now, we should start to see some zombies break out onto the scene, and the music should change. Man, did you see that? That crystal thing of mine is seriously awesome. I'm not sure I'm going to want to upgrade to this turtle armor. Seems like I'm going to lose quite a boon that I have going for me offensively. You get out of here with that mushroom. I'm not interested in that. Really? Not a single way to do this, huh? Maybe it just needs to be in my inventory or something. I don't know. Alright, it's pretty dark out. Oh, I also made that Crystal Shard Storm, or Crystal Storm, or whatever, that tome that I had to craft. That was really bad. Well, maybe I was supposed to do this a lot earlier, and since I didn't, it's kind of useless now. But since I crafted it, it's kind of like, I'm not really going to use that, I don't think. That was kind of the end of all the things that I had crafted that were from the comments that I could think of anyway. And is the fact that these gastropod things, that they're out, does that mean we're good to go yet? I see the moon, but I don't know that that always means things are ready. Maybe I should summon the destroyer on top of it and then get the heart pieces from him to keep things going. That is sad but true. It might actually help me. I'm just going to put this in my inventory up here. I don't think I really need the wood or anything. This is probably good to go. Just like this. Hopefully you can see just fine. And hopefully I don't get lasered too badly. I've heard there's bugs, too, with this boss. Well, I guess a lot of the bosses have issues of various sorts. But this one I've heard that it sometimes won't spawn, which is a little frustrating. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us today. Oh my god, look at them all down here. I'm kind of biding time right now, just making sure that it is definitely night before I go ahead and summon this, just in case, you know, in the event that it wasn't, I would be wasting my item. So I want to be absolutely positive if I can. They all seem to collect in that little cave. Okay, let's... As soon as this guy's dead, we're going to give it a shot. And by the way, the thing that I didn't realize I was trying to get out of this boss fight, here we go, is I was trying to get the what are they called? Some kind of orbs that are like the essence of fear or essence of something or other. Okay, so press B for Iron Skin. We want to fight, is it this one first? The one on the left, I think. And we want to get plenty of MP stuff done to them, so that way the defense is down. Man, I've taken a lot of damage already. That's a little frightening. And then I want to use my spear. Yeah, I am not a fan of this, the fireball guy. He is really hurting me a lot. Now there's a unicorn on the scene. Oh man, this is not going well already. I'm at half health and I've barely started to even fight him. I should really be using my projectiles a bit more. But I don't have the benefit of all these free heart drops like I had on the other boss fight. I mean, I could go up in the sky too. I don't know if that would help bide me some time to shoot at these guys. I could just go up and down with this. I mean, and all around, if necessary. What's going on here? I'm using up all my MP, but I'm not really accomplishing anything. Okay, I guess I really should just wait and get some more MP back. My potions are going to be popped ready to go. I'm wondering if I could, like, fight a harpy while I'm here. Actually, this technique might even work if I just go up and down this rope over and over. Oh yeah, they can go right through the ground, so I guess that's not really going to help all that much. I was thinking maybe I'd be safe from them for a moment or two. Oh, and it's really hard to time as you're floating up and down through the air like that. Alright, I have actually healed up, so that's good. And get a little barrage one at a time. Oh, I'm not grabbing that rope. And I am still limited. Oh, geez. Alright, so I am basically the worst, and I forgot to close my object dock again, so when I went to go click on the left side of my screen, as you've seen happen in the past, the game crashed. And in a way, though, even though we lost what was going on with that fight, I think it was actually a blessing in disguise, because it gave me a few moments to go check out the Terraria wiki to find out why I couldn't deal with that lantern, and I realized my problem was that I wasn't hanging it off a surface. So I remedied that issue. I put one of these guys here by the rope, and I also put another one up at the top of the rope, so now I feel like I actually have a little bit of a strategy to the fight, if you can imagine such a thing for me. That's not, you know, an idea that I usually have, but you know, we're going to try it out, I think, and maybe, just maybe, it'll work. So we've got a lantern up here, we've got a lantern down there, and I've also got some other potions that I didn't have before. In addition to my Iron Skin, I've also got a regeneration potion, because I was not recovering health fast enough, and mana regeneration potions, so I can recover my mana as well. And the harpies, of course, are going to show up because now I'm on the island. Watch me get the large feather drop right now or something. That would be hilarious. Now, the odds seem to be very much stacked against me with this particular farming session. I've certainly killed probably well over 1,000 of them at this point, and the chances are supposed to be like 1 in 200. So, I don't know. We'll see. Eventually, I'll get it. I'm going to stick to it. Eventually, I'm going to have like all the things that there are to worry about in this game, but it's going to take some time. So if you're ready, let's commence the fight once more. If you'll pardon that little break that we had out of nowhere. Why am I using this? I just want to get rid of these guys. They just won't stop showing up. Everything needs to take 5 seconds away. I have closed my object dock now, by the way, in case you were wondering. It's not going to happen again. It's always the first episode of a thing that I forget to do that with. And sometimes I pay the price. It's unfortunate. Alright, so we're in. Let's start with the golden showers. And I should be able to just run up and down this stupid rope. And if I can get them both at the same time, even better. Or if I could get them on both sides of that equation, where it's both coming and going, that would be sweet. Let's use our B for buffs. Get all of our regenerations and things back in place. Alright, there we go. We've got that going. Occasionally they seem to stack up, which is great for me. The more they can do that, the better. And my regeneration is actually happening fast enough that I can kind of perpetually keep shooting, which is awesome. Let's keep that going if possible. Although maybe I should take a break so I can get a little bit more in at one time. I mean, I think this is going to be like my projectile of choice right now. It seems to be the only thing that's capable of hitting them enough times to really make a difference. Now, one just could hope that I'm going to have enough of the length of time to this spell to be able to get me through both phases of this fight, because it's not going to be easy. But I do have, you know, regeneration, good armor, good projectiles, plenty of accessories. All those things are going in my favor, so if anything, it is possible. Just hopefully you guys don't get too motion sick from me going up and down this rope over and over again. And they're going to stay defense debuffed for pretty much the whole fight, I'm thinking. I don't know that I really want to get too close to them. I don't know why I just took a big break from firing there. But I don't think I want to get too close to them to try and risk beating them with the spear too much. I don't think it's really going to help. Alright, regen. There we go. Yeah, see, it arcs in such a great way when they're going down. If I can hit them both times, that's the best possible thing. Alright, we've got one in rage mode now. I didn't really see which one it was, but he's probably going to try and eat me quite a bit. Oh, but now I might be able to stay out of range, which is outstanding. Although maybe only in one direction. I don't know. We'll see. This is a strange technique, but I feel like this might actually work. I should really kill one before I try and kill both, right? I think that would be a good idea. My mana regeneration's about to run out. That's worrying me just a little bit here. But I think his health might also be getting a little bit low. My health has been pretty good so far. I haven't really had too much to worry about. My mana regeneration's out, so there we go. Round 2. I only brought the 2 of those spells with me, or potions, so hopefully this is enough to get the job done. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty slow fight towards the end. Where the hell did he go? Oh, jeez. Alright, now things are getting a little worrisome for me, because all of a sudden, I actually need to heal up a little bit. And they're, like, right on top of me. I can't really deal with that for very long. Okay, I don't know what to do here. Try and continue on the same path, but I don't think it's necessarily the best idea. I can hear that doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, jeez. I can't heal anymore. And he's hitting me every single time. I'm gonna die. Get out of there. If I could fall faster than he can... Oh, jeez. Can I get some regen in, please? Did I heal? No. Oh, there were some hearts on the ground. Still not enough. Oh, they're so low! Heal. What's going on with my health? I just used a potion and basically nothing happened. Oh man, I'm not taking any damage right now, which is absolutely incredible. I don't have long though if I get stuck in one spot. And I'm trying to just stay around centrally where that regen station is located, but it's not easy. Did I get one of them? No, I didn't. So we're getting lasers. We're getting attacked by just about everything right now, and my health is really slow to regen. Oh, they are angry. If I could just kill one. Oh, geez, I think my mana regeneration is just about to run out. It is out right now. I killed one of them. Can I kill the other? And I can heal again. Alright. This is about the closest fight I think I've ever been a part of here. I don't know what to do now. I can't get close to this guy, but I also have no mana. I'll just wait for my my little helper orb to take the dude out at this point, I suppose. I don't think I can really hurt him. Oh, geez, and it's gonna, like, run out of nighttime, too, pretty soon. How much health does he have? I can't get a good look at it. Is it, like, 1,400, I think it says? Also, what is that debuff? Oh, curse, I'm losing life. That's not good. Alright, get some spear in. I gotta finish this guy off pretty soon. I'm gonna run out of time. Jeez, I'm on fire now. Okay, I've healed again. Oh, I got him! Yeah! Thank freaking goodness. Oh my god, that was a rough fight. That was definitely the hardest boss fight I've had to do in Terraria. And I know there is still plenty more to come. I certainly don't look forward to doing that multiple times if I have to. I almost would rather fight Skeletron. I've heard people say that actually due to the way that this boss is structured, it might be one of the harder ones due to the amount of health and the aggression level of the two bosses and the fact that you have to balance them both at the same time. But I guess Skeletron is kind of like that too, given that he's got all those parts that are all shooting at me at the same time or grabbing and whatever they're doing. Whew. Well, that's a load off, not having to worry about that. It's been done. I have an idea of how to do it again if I needed to repeat the sequence, but I think there are definitely some places where I could optimize that pretty seriously. I thought that just said mistake. Are you making fun of me? What is that about? So I've got 29 hallowed bars, which I can add to the pile. I don't really know what I'm going to do with those. I have moved my gems up to this shadow chest up above in case you're wondering where those went. There we go. And, I don't know, that's pretty much all that's going on right now. We're just still collecting. I could, I don't want to make some of those energy, what are they called? Energy circlets or energy spheres, something like that, that might be able to help me do some more passive damage. At least that's what it looked like, but I don't even know, was that hallowed bars or was that another thing? Let's just have a quick look, since we're already in the right screen. I thought it was in here somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking of something else then. No, it doesn't seem to be here. Okay, it must have been a different one. I'm going to have to go into some more worlds and try and collect all the other bars, too. Oh, maybe it was titanium? Was it titanium? No, it doesn't seem to be that either. I don't know what I'm talking about then. There's a combination of them, who knows. Anyway, I'm going to keep looking into other ways to improve my stat screen. Whatever I can do to have less of a chance of dying in fights like that would be absolutely wonderful, and I don't know that necessarily any of these are going to be the way to do it. Although, wow, 96 with that Warhammer is crazy. But then the next thing in progress is going to be to fight the new Skeletron man, which I have his head already, so I can summon him when I choose. I just don't think I'm quite ready for that yet. That was, you know, a fight for our lives. So the fight of the ages is Evander Holyfield versus, I don't know, whoever, what was it, Mike Tyson? I think it was that. It's a pretty big fight is what I'm trying to say, and I don't know that I could do it again right now, so I think I'm going to take a few episodes and sort things out before we go ahead to try and make more progress. So hopefully you're still enjoying the series. Again, hopefully no hard feelings about the stuff I did off camera. Again, I'm trying to keep that to a minimum when possible, and I'm going to stop saying again so many times. So, alright. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please continue leaving comments. I am reading all of them still, and even if I am 3 or 4 episodes ahead in the series, I am still going to try to address the comments on each video when I can in a meaningful way, hopefully. So, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.